Hey everybody, I'm John. Welcome to another edition of Zoneone Beer Club. It caught me off guard there for a minute, but hey, we're bringing in another one of those old school type beers. I don't know if you'd call it old school or not, but this beer first came out in 1983. So I graduated in 84, so that was basically 31 years ago. So this beer is basically 32 years old. So I would consider it more or less probably an old school type beer. Uh, just saying. I figured if a beer's been around that long, it's got to be pretty close to being old school. Maybe not senior citizens old school like a lot of beers I do, but it's middle-aged beer. So without further ado, let's show you what we're drinking here tonight. Labatt Blue Ice. March with us. So a little history behind this beer. I picked this up about 2 weeks ago in Columbus, Ohio, when we was up there to an event for the weekend, and went into a Kroger store to see what kind of beers they had, and bought several craft beers, but I never overlooked the adjunct aisle. And hey, I seen these and a bunch of other Canadian type beers that we're going to be doing here the next few days, but these were 24-ounce cans, 2 for $3. I will never pass that up. It's like buying 4 beers for $3. That's not bad. I had one the other night, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a pleasurable beer, really enjoyable. Canadian beers from Labatt are pretty good. I've had a few. I've had a lot of Molson. I really like the Molson Triple X. Big fan of the Molson Ice, probably one of my favorite ices. And I've also got a Labatt's Ice that I picked up too that I'm going to be trying. And another one called Labatt's Royal Blue Light, which is a real high ABV light beer. So, but yeah, I mean, this beer is made with North American aromatic hops. It's the same yeast strain they use in Labatt Blue. It's got crisp, clean, refreshing taste, and it's got a slight sweetness and citrus-like hop characteristics. With all that said to do, let's see what we think about this. You definitely smell it a little bit. You know, I mean, it's got that stereotypical Labatt smell to it. I'd say a lot of it's the base of what the blue is and some of these others same. But you can definitely get the aroma of what the beer says it's supposed to smell like. But my nose kind of stopped up, but I can still smell deliciousness. But you know, I mean, if I was to put this one, this is one of those beers that I think is just real good. It's great. It doesn't have an aftertaste. It doesn't have the big mouthfeel. It's just an all-around awesome beer. But if I was to put this beer, and I thought about this very much the other day, comes in at 4% ABV, but I mean, this is almost, I would put this pretty close to a PBR if I was to compare beers. I don't like to compare beers a whole lot, but when I first tasted this the other night and it tasted this beer, damn man, that's a PBR. I enjoy PBR. But you know, I mean, it's just a fantastic beer. It's available year-round in areas that sell it year-round. But a little funny story about these beers I bought. I bought several of them. I bought some Labatt's, the Ice, the Royal Blue Light, a couple of these, and some other adjunct beers with about 15 craft beers. But you know, there's an old man. I'll ramble on here a minute. An old man was standing there looking at all these old adjunct beers like this Labatt Light, some of the others. And he started loading his cart full of these things. I said, I got to ask you a silly question. I told him who it was, what I did, you know, my Zoneone thing and my YouTube channel and all my other junk that I crazily do. But he looked at me like I was nuts, but after I explained a little bit, he thought it was kind of cool. But I was asking about all these beers. I said, how do you enjoy them? He goes, well, he said, how can you not enjoy them? 24-ounce cans too for $3. The ice was like $1.50, and the Royal Light Blue was like $1.50. He goes, how can you go wrong? He goes, it's like 2 beers. That's 75 cents a piece. He goes, I really enjoy the big cans. I said, well, that's cool. I said, do you think a lot of people buy these? He goes, oh yeah, they do. I buy the shit out of them, almost on a daily basis. I thought, how cool is that? That's awesome. No, but really it is. But you know, I mean, this old guy was probably close to 70. I should have asked him his age, but hell, he's cool looking. But you know, I mean, you can sit and ramble on about this. Fresh beer, very clean, very crisp, very refreshing. I enjoy the shit out of it. We can't get this in Indiana, so I had to go to Ohio. I'm just glad I picked it up. I would have picked it up. I wish I'd picked up more, but I didn't. But bought way too many beers. But you know, I mean, God, I'm glad I bought 2 so I can have a second one. This tastes real, just as great as the last one I drank. Because I think you can't just, hey, I'm gonna go home. I got these beers. I'm gonna do a YouTube review on them. And then you just pop that second one going, oh shit, man, that wasn't very good. Or hey, that was better than the first one. I should do another video on it. Now, I'm going to drink at least 1, maybe 2 or 3 to get an equal feel across of what it is before I put up a review. Hope I popped the right one open to do a review with. Hey, but I did. But you know, I mean, Canadian Pilsner, phenomenal beer. That's what it says on the can. Canadian Pilsner. I'm a big Pilsner fan. I like good Pilsner beer. But you know, 4.00% ABV, I think it's spot on. Is this a buy again beer next time in Ohio? We'll buy more than 2, I guarantee you that. But I don't think you can go wrong with it. If you can get this, try it. If you can get it, buy it. I mean, John's not going to steer you wrong on these beers. I'm going to tell you straight up whether they're good or not. This here's good. Perfect. Perfect blend of greatness. I'm John. It's on One Beer Club. Bringing you another old school beer. It's pleasurable. Out of here. Boom!